Alrighty. So what we got here is a rematch from last season. Should be pretty good. Bitsage or Boomshiggles, as we know him in Gym Discord, he randomed into human. He is on Clutcher Kick, if I remember right, and PieCommando is on, or he was known as last season Chicken Kick, but he's PieCommando now as 8F, or he's on team 8FA. I think. I'm just checking. Yeah. 8FA is currently up 13-8 with 2 series left. So if Boomshiggles and let's see, Dr. Jones both go 2-0 in their series, well, and they take the week. These are some pretty big, and I'll get to this in a minute, but these are some pretty big points this week. These are the second. They're either the first and third place team or second and third place team right now. It depends on how the points updated, but the first, second, and third place teams are all pretty close together. Now, what I was saying is, we'll get to this in a second. Lumber mill first. That usually means shenanigans abound, and Bitsage is known for his shenanigans. He usually goes well, not usually. He always goes for a tavern hero. Last season was always the same one. This season, he switches it up. So, don't know what hero he's going to go. I was going to say, when I first saw the Lumber Mill, maybe he was just going to try and tower rush him. But now that I see Scout Tower in the base, it's going to be a tech. We did see someone on my team, I think it was week 2 on this map. When he was human, he went Blood Mage, and he tried to creep down here in a very weird game. He cleared the trees over here, and then tried to basically bring the creeps into there. So there are some shenanigans you can do. I have a feeling Boomshiggles isn't going to pull those type of shenanigans. I think he just might be teching, but we'll see. Okay, he's going back to his tried and true Pit Lord. The problem with Pit Lord is he's not putting anything with it. Can't really like lock anything down. I commented on this last time when you go Pit Lord. He's great tanking, like once you get some items, and he does great cleave, but not sure what he's going to achieve right now. Last season, Bitsage or Boomshiggles did beat PieCommando. However, PieCommando, as we all know, has been working real hard. Like, real hard. And he's improved a ton. He's on almost every night. Playing, getting training from people like Paz and basically everyone. Hubert. Everyone's been helping him because he's always looking for help. And not just that, he plays hundreds of games. So he knows shenanigans are inbound, and I think he wants revenge. I haven't really talked too much about what Pie's been doing. It's pretty standard, and Pie is a pretty standard player. So we saw it. He wants to go for the Rain of Fire, but what's he going to do with it? Not really a huge fan of Boomshiggles' base. Doesn't exactly. They're just running in circles. He's probably going to get boots or something now, or maybe a staff. Or, yeah, both. It was a nice wake up by the BM. But anyway, what I was saying is, if you look at his base, it doesn't exactly make sense. Now, you put your towers back here to protect this, but then you put all your farms out here. So really, if the BM wanted to, or the whole army wanted to, they could just keep poking this. So it wouldn't achieve much, but it doesn't really make sense. Now, Pie can't get out if... Well, never mind. I was going to say, Pie can't get out if he was to quick build that farm and also plop another farm down. But I think Pie realized his mistake real quick and got out before it be closed on him. Now he knows there's no way they're going to close this up on him because all of his peons or peasants are over here. So he's just trying to kill this Pit Lord. Still teching. Well, he's tier 2 now, so now the question is, what's he going to do? Is he planning on getting a second hero? I think that was part of his problem last time that he got Pit Lord. It's just like, what are you doing with it, you know? Right now, it's achieved nothing. And, you know, that spell, Rain of Fire, can't really circle it. But, you know, you can kind of see where I'm pointing. It's doesn't do anything for you if you're not using it. He hasn't been creeping either, so he could have been with his peasants. And now Pi got a very nice item for his BM. 2 circlets, gloves, boots, healing salves, level 2. Can't hope for much more on your BM at this point. Alright, so he went Archmage second. I presume we're going to be seeing Rain of Fire and Blizzard? Yep. This is great and all, but I don't know if you're ever going to be able to use it. Did not buy anything on his Pit Lord. That should be a dead Pit Lord, but he really had to be careful. I can only imagine if he had run in over here and like a farm had been plopped down right here. I don't think he would have been able to get out. So I said before, I really don't like his base build. Maybe it would actually work out. He does have a priest to heal himself up, but he's not using it, and it would take forever anyway. He bought the Scroll of Regen, he just never used it either. Meanwhile, Pi is just like, alright, well, you can play weird, but I'm going to kill you playing the old standard way. Now, this is great and all. Oh yeah, you're killing creeps, but with the AoE. But you can already see he's almost at half mana on his Pit Lord. And Pi doesn't care. He's just like, well, you can play weird. I'm just going to kill you. The BM is out of mana. Not that you'd ever want to surround it with casters, but it's got to be a little bit careful. And this is really where he loves his, you know, double AoE. Spellbreakers, magic immune, don't take any damage from other people's magic attacks or your own magic attacks. So you can do it right on top of them and they don't feel a thing. Pi is doing a good job so far. He's going to tier 3. Boomshiggles, I think he really wants level 2 at least on his Archmage. You know, you get Brilliance Aura. At least then your Sork and your Priest aren't as totally useless. You can see 20 mana. It doesn't really do much. And his Pit Lord would have more. But look at this. I mean, he is losing way too many units, but Pi's never faced anything like this, I can tell you that. And now he's losing grunts. He's lost 2 grunts. This is still clearly okay so far, but he can't keep... That's 3 grunts. The Witch Doctor, I think he's been watching a little bit of grubby there.
A player's forces are under attack.
Although, he's actually going more than 1 Witch Doctor. It could actually help if he actually gets healing with it, you know. As long as it doesn't get dispelled or stolen or anything like that, it could help. He does have mass AoE. It would be funny if he went tier 3 and got like Blood Mage, but I doubt that's happening anytime soon. And I guess we're going in for an expo. That is a dead BM or Archmage. I was wishing the BM, but no chance. That BM is dying. And he quickly gets out with the Spit Lord. So Pi is taking no chances in case the cloak, in case there's a hero with a cloak that has a cloak on top of the cloak, that has a cloak on top of the cloak, that has on top of the cloak, or you know he uses invis 3 times, he will be able to see them all. Or you know it doesn't really stack. I'm not sure why, but he's got 3 sentry wards. But then again, he can't really do much else with the Witch Doctor, so why not?
A player's forces are under attack.
That is one big fat Pit Lord. The hell? By the way, why can this... Whoever did this, they can't spell. He's got to be a little bit careful, you know, especially with the Pit Lord. He just doesn't have that much mana on it. You don't want to burn all your mana on the creeps. Wantu, did you actually watch the game Bidu's point of view? Where at one point they were spamming his tomato emote, saying spam this bitch, and then it was the tomato emote to support Grinch or something like that. The whole chat was lit up with it. Bidu's chat is ruthless, but never to his opponent, only to him. It's got to be careful. Some nice micro, but that's a dead sort. And an invul pot was used. All right. You could surround this, but it's almost like I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me, so he's not going to. And you can clearly see that right now the Orc's army is better. But when he stands under Blizzard and Rain of Fire, everything dies. So Pi correctly assumes just aim the damn hero and they can't do anything. Especially when in Hex and you buy Invis, but doesn't matter. Gate Spellbreaker, very nice. Level 3 on his Pit Lord, that's always nice. This could be cancelled? No. I guess his ensnares were on cooldown and no mana for Hex. Third hero is out with the amazing orb. I don't know who described it to me as this, but you can see on the Archmage it has the invisibility potion. That is the poor man's invul pot. I think Qbert once described it as, and that's pretty true. Although it is a little desperate when you know you're playing versus Witch Doctors. We now have Status Trap, so that's nice. Book of the Dead. All right. Archmage is almost out. It's only level 2 still. I think we're seeing some item shuffling. Probably wants to get the orb on his BM. Yep. Alright, it's tier 3 now. Sorks do have invis, however, again, these 3 sentry wards are going to be awesome. That's a dead priest. BM, he does have an invul pot, so he should be fine. and slow wears off pretty quickly on heroes. So all said and done, the food, it's pretty even. A little surprised. Difference is though, I's heroes are awesome. And I don't know what to say about Boomshiggles heroes. I don't ever see this, but I do know that they are very underleveled in comparison.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, let's see what item he gets. It's magic immune, that's why he's not spamming Blizzard or whatever. Oh no. Well, Pi can steal it, but he can't steal the item. And now he... Or can he steal the item? Oh my god. He's gonna steal it. Oh my god. What the heck? So, I don't even know what he dropped there. No, he used the invul pot to kill the hero and pick up the pipe. Not bad.
A player's forces are under attack.
The pipe would have been useless on the Archmage, however, it wouldn't have gone to the Orc, which is the bigger deal. So the Orc got the XP. The Orc got everything in that trade, including the fatty, the Pit Lord. Oh, now he just gets Claws of Attack 12. It's not like those, like, two of the most broken items for an Orc. I guess, you know, like, a few auras would have been better, but still. Claws. I don't think his BM's going to complain about getting those Claws. If he picks them up. Hi. Okay. Blade Master Rush. He's just big bone. I'm guessing you're talking about the Pit Lord. I don't know if he's big bone, but he's definitely boned in this case. Oof, and he left 2 casters down here. Have no fear. Maybe Pipe will just kill it for him.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, how nice. He cleared up 2 food for him. He's a man of the people. So, Pie's only chance, or excuse me, Boomshiggles' real only chance, in my opinion, is if Pie stands underneath all the AOW. AOE. What is AOW? Okay, not the AOWs. Sorry, I am so tired. AOE. Or AOW. If there are AOWs, that's bad too. This is gonna go off and it's gonna make him feel sad. Alright, it wasn't that bad. The Wyvern's a nice little touch. Oh god, polymorph. I didn't even notice the polymorph. I'm a horrible caster and this is amazing. But these freaking heroes, he doesn't care. Boomshiggles, who does these things? Alright, whatever. PieCommando just did 177 damage to the, you know. He just ran his whole army back and was like, well, I'll kill you with the one unit I have, the Blade Master. And he did. Am I always tired? Yeah, kinda. Not gonna lie. He does have this spell now. So, what's the next shenanigan? See, it's partially that I'm tired and partially because I never talk out loud all of these things. I never say, oh, don't stand under the AoE. I just think in my head and I don't ever say AoE. I just say AOW. Like in my head. I never say area of effect in my head. I just say blizzard or something. So there is definitely a disconnect between my brain and my mouth. It's gotten me in trouble many times. So, 52 food now for Mr. Boomshiggles. The worst food in the world, because you're not doing much with it. Versus 64 for PieCommando. And Pie wants level 5, so he's just trying to kill anything. And he barely gets out. He had no more mana. He does have the invul pop, but you really don't want to have to pop the invul pop for something like that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Expo is up. He has 2 walkers so far. Doesn't give him unlimited dispel. I mean, he's going to want to be dispel the armor. He's also going to want to be dispelling the sheep that are presumably going to be coming out. So, I don't know. See how it goes. I have a feeling while it's going to be nice and flashy from Boomshiggle, sheer numbers and hero levels are going to just kill him. Oh, and XP and expansions and literally everything else. So, long distance mining versus not long distance mining. This is his last stand. 52 food is what he can muster. He has 290 gold. Versus 66 food orc. He probably should have, well, he is, now he is. I was going to say he should precast this sexy little spell. Plus 5 armor on everything. This is actually a very nice spot to fight. Problem is the BM. It was nice in Viz, but there's a ward. Yep. And he's falling apart. I mean, I see the concept of this idea. The problem was he had level 1-1 heroes to, I think it was 3-2 heroes at the start. He was just behind the whole game. You need to kind of get ahead with your harass, or at least stay equal, and move on from there. But he just had such a bad beginning that PieCommando just did what he's got to do, kept leveling, was able to just fight through the weirdness. Just waiting on the next game name. So, Blade Master, ready for all the snow coming our way? They stopped counting in inches and they're just saying it's somewhere between 1 to 2 feet now, apparently. Please shoot me. Ordered Domino's. You're gonna order Domino's tomorrow, they may just pick up and say no. Also, you're from the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area and you ordered Domino's? Really, man? You get like kicked out of the whole area for doing things like that. I don't even know how. I was gonna say I don't know how Domino's survive in the area. But you. Oh yeah, it's not really pizza. I can't talk. I'll eat Elios. That's because I don't want to order out. All right, got a little time. A little bit of time. Apparently, we're going. MMRs, don't worry about him. You just saw that PieCommando can clearly play with Bitsage, and Bitsage just hasn't played that many games. He's still unranked. I almost thought that was a mistake at first, but I forgot. Boomshiggles is going random. So, trying to think. What hero will he go with his quick fiends? Hit Lord again? DR? I mean, I'm not even considering he's going to actually build out of his altar because he doesn't. And Pie's playing standard. I mean, we have been seeing these. I mean, I don't think he's going to do it, but we have been seeing a few undeads in GNL go DK into Pit Lord with some Necro Frenzy. And you see the Pit Lord cleave everything to death. Don't really think you can do Pit Lord then DK, but knowing Bitsage, he may very well try doing that. I wonder if Pie's gonna scout and be like, oh, he is just going the Fiend build. And forget that normally this is not actually building. If it's a oh, I was gonna say if Bitsage wants to, and I don't know, I'm playing the mind game, and sorry, I'd actually. Okay, it is back up now. That was weird. My Warcraft 3 booster disappeared. I don't know if this is actually real. He's trying to push away the peon. Is he going to cancel the DK? Or is he actually going DK? This could be a total mind game. The point is to cancel the DK run to the middle, get whatever hero it is, but make him think he's going DK. And this is such a stupid mind game. But or maybe
Player's forces are under attack.
maybe the mind game was I'm gonna make you think I'm gonna cancel the hero. I'm gonna kill the ghoul, the peon with the ghoul, which is totally stupid. That's just so pointless. And then I'm actually gonna go DK. Because I play so weird that I never get DK. So why would I ever buy a DK? I'm clearly going to the middle. Either way, PieCommando's going to scout it. So it's a fun little mind game, but now he's really confused because he sees almost standard. I say almost standard because he got 3 ghouls quickly, 4 ghouls quickly. And he didn't get a rod for early creeping. He used one of the ghouls to creep. So what I said earlier about Pit Lord second, that's still a possibility. Mundane was doing a similar build yesterday where he would go 4 ghouls early because you need a ton of wood to do this build. And what I do remember from yesterday is Blade Master Rush, and he can confirm this, I think, was playing Mundane, and he lost to these Pit Lord shenanigans. PieCommando was watching those games, and Pie apparently told him what he should have done to beat it. Don't know if Pie actually knows how to beat it, but we may find out if that's the build he's going to do. He does know how to creep, that's for sure. Let's see what nice item he's going to get, because it always drops something pretty nice. And there you go, 500 pot. Cannot complain. And Bitsage is just chasing around this grunt. Grunt's not going to die anytime soon. Alright, I see the chat talking, but let's put it this way. It's a lot easier to say you know how to beat it and then actually beating it. So that's a dead grunt. That's very nice for... Okay, he just never got the aura yet. I was about to say, did he go death pack? No. There's the aura. Heal up this Crypt Fiend, or any of your Crypt Fiends. This is the joy of playing Orc. It's like, which one do you want to heal and watch the other one quickly die to a crit?
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm sure Pi has a very good chance of winning. I'm just saying, don't count your chickens yet. Because I was talking about Necros, but he isn't building Necros. He's going straight tech. So, I don't friggin' know. I give up. I'm gonna shut up. There are no Necros yet. Maybe ever. Maybe he's just going straight to tier 3 with 4 ghouls. Don't really need him that early. Kind of screws up your build. Think about it. If you build the 4 ghouls so early, you're not having another fiend to creep. The orc can harass you, pressure you easier. And I'm still not seeing it. So I keep trying to think of creative, non-meta strategies that Pi will do. Excuse me, that Boomshiggles will do. While he kind of screwed up the build order a little bit, he shouldn't need 4 ghouls so early. You can get away with 3, but you can also build 4, but you should build 4 a little bit later. He's just playing standard. And I said this to him, so maybe he's taking my advice. Yeah, I think in my last cast to him, I said the one thing a weird player can do, that is the weirdest thing of all, is to play totally normal. Because Pi is always going to be looking for that weird little twist that won't ever be there, and he's going to be wasting his time potentially. My other piece of advice was, as I think it was, I don't know, it was one of the big StarCraft 2 casters would say, if someone's doing something weird to you and you don't know what's going on, go fucking kill them.
Player's forces
So
are under attack.
I think that's Pie's idea, especially last game. Oh, I forgot the music. Good casting. So we got the orb. No destroyers, no frost armor first. You should probably get another statue. Yep, there he goes. Before destroyer, that should be level 3. Very nice. He's got to be careful. I'd be a little bit more worried, but he knows he doesn't have to worry too much because of frost armor. There is no Nova. If he had Nova right here, that BM would probably be dead. Or at least have to pop the 500 pop because he was under Windwalk during all my talking. But I am long-winded and he got Windwalk during that time. So 3-2 heroes to 3 1/2 heroes. Not bad for the Orc. This is an interesting map now that I think about it for Bitsage to pick. He got to pick the second map of the 3. I don't know what the third map was. But yeah. This map is very hard for an undead versus an orc. Well, it's +9. Tier 3, TC coming out. Probably going to get an orb soon. That BM, Jesus Christ, +12 damage. Ring of Protection. Ooh, gotta love the rings. +1 upgrades on the way. See, this is where the fun comes in. Let's just say Bitsage wins this game. Boomshiggles, next game, is going to be sitting there getting to do whatever he wants. While PieCommando is going to be sitting there going, the heck should I do? Is he going to go play standard or is he going to go do something crazy? He's random. I don't even know how to start this game. So Pie just wants to kill him now, though. You know, get those 2 points. BM is still level 2. The SH did hit 3, which is nice, but, you know, it's not much higher. Oh, yeah, you're right, Baron. He didn't pick Undead into Orc. He random. That's true, but it's something you got to always consider. You know, you got to find the maps that don't have too many bad matchups. And I guess Echo Isles, one of them is... I'm just going to shut up because he might just win right here. He does have an invul pot, but it's not... Oh, no. If he gets the stomp... No, nice. Pie wasn't able to get the stomp off, but he is going to get it now, I think. Unless he TPs... Nope. Now he's got the Hex. Or no mana. That too. Got a Fiend. Wow. So, yeah. Anyway. Apparently Bitsage can play Warcraft like a normal person. And he can even do it without his statutes in the fight. I didn't even see that. The Undead did win that fight. And now he's like, forget this. I'm going total old school on you. And I'm going to get Frosties. Frosties are awesome. The only thing I would say is, if you were planning on going Frosties this whole time, I would probably get armor. The reason for that is, let's say he had, and he does have, a bestiary. When he sees these Frosties, or he sees destroyers, he's not going to think Wyvern, probably. He's going to think bats. Now, with Frost Armor, plus armor upgrades, it reduces the amount of damage the bats do to the Frosties, which means more bats are needed to blow up one Frosty. So, it's always good if your plan is to go into Frosties at some point to get armor. Generally, attack is better though. But I do remember way back in the day when Frosties were a thing and using bats to blow them up was a thing, you would get the armor upgrades. And the best feeling in the world was when they tried to use like 2 or 3 bats to blow up one Frosty, and you got your level 3 coil off in between the bat hits. And then the orc feels real stupid. And if he gets these Frosties out, if he gets even one Frosty out versus Tauren, it's going to feel real good. He could just kill him here too. His statutes are not healing though, that's a problem. They should be healing. One should be on mana for the Lich, and one should be healing the DK. You can see instead they're just attacking. 2 Tauren. If I was Boom, I would not push this. He could just win, more than likely. But when you have something that costs so much food, like a Frosty, and how much money you put into it, why risk it? In 2 minutes, you will be fine. But this may just kill you. Alright, so he really didn't get anything done there, but he lost a few fiends. Not great. On the bright side, he's back at 50 food. But imagine this army with 2 or 3 more fiends. You would just go back right now. You should also take one of these pots and put one on the Lich. Can't use them back to back, so kind of pointless. If I was Bitsage, good idea. I don't know if that's actually intentional or not, but I would be hiding my Frosty. If you're going for 2 of them, go put the Frosty like over here. I mean, it's so out front they'll probably know, but you don't want to let him know how many Frosties you have. When he's going BM, he could be running around and able to see while in Windwalk, because you don't even have a shade out. That's another thing I'd do. I'd get a shade. You don't want to let him know. Oh no. What's this? Second, these are like... Alright. That TC is not dying anytime soon. I wanted to say... These are really anti-timings for Bitsage that he keeps fighting at. Oh, He's fighting without his first Frosty, which is now hexed. I was wondering where it went. He needs to dispel that. There you go. And now his second Frosty is finally here. If he had just waited for the second Frosty, he'd feel a lot more comfortable at the start of this fight. Let's see how this goes, though. His Lich is possibly going to die. Is he going to heal it? No. He's just going right for the... Oh, no. ESH, 5 life. Good luck trying to catch this BM, or this DK, with your BM, if he just uses the Frosty. This is a dead TC. Go stand in front of it, or just nuke it, and it cannot get away. However, during all this, his expo did go up. It's up nice and safe. It's pretty much paid for itself at this point. Now it's just giving returns. Which game is this? This is game 2. PieCommando 1, game 1, Bushimo. It's always nice to kill the TC, but Eh,
Town is under siege.
it's like the one hero he doesn't care about losing.
Forces are under attack.
Comparatively. Level 5. Okay, and he has an invul pot, so he should be alright. He does need to be careful. However unlikely it is, he needs to be sure with his destroyers he absorbs any hex use. Okay, so the classic Destroyer, A-Bomb, and Frosty and Fiend army is out. You definitely need the Disease Cloud. No Undead army is complete without it. TC is almost out. This is not a scary army from PieCommando. Oh my god, he also got a Temple of the Damned. Excuse me. On one base, he now has a crypt, a boneyard, a slaughterhouse, and a Temple of the Damned. I guess that's why he got 4 ghouls this early, even though he has 1200 wood, but still. Oof, and you can see how nice these Frosties are. Nice, dispel the hex. Look how much damage these things do. Gotta be careful though, losing them hurts. And he is going to lose one, and he may lose the second one. He's been so worried about his Lich, understandably, that his Frosty is about to fall. Alright, so I was saying, Pie has a really sad army, but this army looks a whole lot sadder now. Expo is up, nice and running. So Pie is clearly and comfortably in the lead now. And jeez. Knowing Bitsage, it probably already has possession. I don't know how he'd afford it all, but just knowing him. Nah. Okay. The problem is, Banshees are nice. They're nice. I'm not going to say they're not. But if you wanted, like, possession for the Tauren, that's great. But he stopped kind of making Tauren because you started making Frosties. It's still good for the curse, though, that's for sure. But I just don't know how you afford it all. And he can't. He can't make Banshees, Fiends, A-Bombs, and Frosties. So he's now out of the Frosty business and into the A-Bomb business. He doesn't have any Kodos, but it's not the biggest thing because Tauren are pretty good. They're good units. Nice shop control from Pie. You can see all the items he has all over here. Just pots everywhere and invul pots everywhere. Oof. And he is getting caught right out in the open. I don't think he has web. Should definitely be dispelling something just to give yourself life, if anything. Ooh. Oh no. I have a feeling he was aiming his Lich and he totally misclicked. That's a 2-0 from Pie. Before he left, he had to nuke that one here unit though. So 2-0 in favor of Pie. Let's see what that does to the scores. 16-8. All right, so we still got Sovereign versus Dr. Jones. That's the last series. But now we got Fletcher Kick. No, excuse me. Monkeys in the lead with 63 points. They cannot make any more points in week 4. We're done for week 4 with Monkeys. 8FA has 60, with the possibility of this week getting another up to 3 points if Sovereign beats Dr. Jones 2-0. Then we'd have a tie for first place. In third place, Clutch or Kick with 56 points. Now, again, if Dr. Jones beats Sovereign, they'll be at 59 points and just 4 points out of the lead from Monkeys going into week 4. And then in fourth place is Alt QQ with 52 points. They are 11 points out of the lead. Sounds like a lot. It is a lot. But 27 points up each week, possibly to be made. It's really, it's happened before where teams go like 20-7 in a week. And then if the other teams kind of split the points or have a bad week, you never know. Could definitely move up. And then Hip after them with 44 points, and the Tavern, 37 points. So it's another close series, another close season. We got at least 3 teams, maybe 4, if things go real crazy the last week, because Clutch or Kick is playing Monkeys. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting end. Clutch or Kick could either ruin things for the Monkeys and win for themselves, or just straight up ruin things for the Monkeys. The Monkeys could just take things in their own hands and run away with the points if they do real good against Clutch or Kick. Hip, who's currently in 5th place, Happy Hippos, could just ruin 8FA's chance. They're in 2nd place right now, but hey, if they rack up some points, you're not going anywhere. And All QQ is playing the Tavern next week, and both those teams are kind of out of it. I mean, All QQ could, theoretically. It's going to be hard. All QQ, if they go 27-0, may, could get first place. But All QQ has to do real good next week to get near first. But they can definitely move up the rankings and become a 2nd or 3rd place team easily by the end of the season, if not first. So, yeah. Luckiest player, Lucker, is saying, is the Tavern going to win? Now that you're back, maybe. But let's see. I don't think there's any more games. I know one got delayed till Monday. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I think I am going to log out for the night. Not going to be streaming anymore tonight. Got to do some other stuff. If you're not already there, come to the gym Discord. Say it every time. gym.back2warcraft.com. The 2 is the number. Type it in chat for you. Even though you're all already there. Aside from literally the moderator in my chat, Blitzerg, you should be in there. Go now. Your child is not an excuse. Everyone else has kids except like me, literally me. Everyone else has like 7 kids. They all call each other virgins. It doesn't make sense. They all either adopt or it's not true. But anyway, whatever. Yeah. See you next time.